Hey guys, this is Pete with Crunch Time Coaching, and welcome to video number 2 of 4 in our Legends series. Before we get started today, I do want to thank everybody for their awesome comments in video number 1. We really enjoyed reading them, so thanks so much everybody out there. In video number 2, we're continuing everything rolling with our theme, which is basically helping you out there learn to play your best tennis when you might enter a stressful situation. And today's topic is something that we've all struggled with, to where we've gotten up in a match, we've played great tennis, and the wheels fall off. And we're calling it Nuke's mind control. Before we get into the video though, it is extremely important that you have watched video number 1, and you can find that below and off to the side. And what it deals with is another important topic, getting off to great starts. We don't want to go out there and get behind an early break. That can be a confidence killer and make a long day. So make sure you watch video number 1 before you watch this video here. Now let's get into this video topic. We're calling it Nuke's mind control, and Nuke explains in this video that at times we can all be our worst enemy out there in the court, and he gives us valuable tools we can use to kick back the demons that lurk behind the surface. You're really going to enjoy it because Nuke is arguably one of the toughest mental competitors of all time, and spending a while with him, I think he's also one of the greatest coaches out there. I really love listening and learning from Nuke, and I'm sure you will too. So here we go. Enjoy Nuke's mind control. So last night you were talking about the subconscious mind kind of being negative usually, and how sometimes the conscious mind isn't even aware that that is happening. How do you tap into that?
Well, first you've got to understand that you have two minds. You have a conscious mind, which is dealing in what's happening right now, and then you've got your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind holds everything in that's happened in the past. So you understand where I'm at now?
Yeah. So all the bad things that could have happened in past matches, they're there. They're
back there in the sub. Also the good things.
Okay.
That have happened, they're in your subconscious. So now you're 6-2-3-1, and your subconscious can start trying to play tricks on you, saying, "Oh wow, a month ago, I was playing and I led 6-2-3-1 and I lost. So don't do that again."
Right.
So now the negative comes in. Now, what you've got to learn is, after the match, when you realise that happened to you, you've got to learn to kick that back and say, no, I'm not going to allow you to come forward into the conscious part of my mind. I'm going to get thoughts into my mind of when I led 6-2-3-1 and I just kept attacking and I kept playing my game and I killed the guy. So it's negative thoughts, positive thoughts, and you have to learn to have almost automatic alarm bells that go off and say, uh-oh, I'm starting to get negative here. Go for a little walk around, do some deep breathing, try to get rid of that negativity.
Mm-hmm. And so consciously too, are you like having positive images of a match before where you hit a certain shot and it felt a certain way? Are these like feelings in your mind, or are they actual thoughts or phrases? What is that all about there?
Not really. I think you can overdo that sort of thing.
Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, you get into a match and you've got to let it play out and see how it's playing. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't know when you go out, are you going to have a great serving day?
Yeah.
And you hope you are, but maybe you're having a serving day where you're only getting 55% of first serves in. Mm-hmm. And if that's happening in a match, you've got to realise it and say, okay, I need to get more first serves in, and start going through a checklist of why would I be missing my serve. Mm-hmm. And that's what you form checklists on certain shots. So your forehand or your backhand, or is your movement not working? Mm-hmm. And you've got to try to be alert to that as the match develops. Mm-hmm. But it's so important to understand this part of your subconscious and your conscious mind. Deal with the conscious mind and try to only let positive thoughts come from your subconscious.
And last night too, that is great stuff. Last night too, you went into how important the breathing is. And one thing I thought was interesting, you talked about the tightness in the shoulders, which I've certainly have felt out there in a match. I feel a little bit right now. And the importance of being able to smile, which I thought was really interesting. So can you just go into a little bit of that?
Yeah, there'll be times in a match with everyone, and I don't care who you are, where you know, the pressure will start to mount a bit, and as soon as you feel that pressure mounting and you're starting to get a little bit tight, you've got to be alert to it. Again, the automatic alarm bells. Well, I'm tightening up a little bit, so you've got to develop ways that will help you. It could be different for you or for me or different for other people. I always thought that taking some deep breaths and just let it out sort of 3 times while you're changing sides, you know, and letting the shoulders relax, and then try to smile. And if you can't smile, you're too nervous.
Yeah.
So you've got to try to find ways to help you smile. One, you can come up with different formats for that. You can think of something funny that happened, or you could look down the other end of the court. I could look at you at the other end of the court and imagine you were a hippopotamus or an elephant or a dirty little rat, and start smiling. Now that's going to have a couple of things. It'll make me smile, so I'll relax, and you'll look up and you'll see me smiling and you'll say, what's going on up there?
Yeah.
This guy's smiling and we're in a tight part of the match. So I could play a little trick with your mind, and plus help me.
Yeah, that is you know, as you said that, I actually had a flashback to when Djokovic played Federer, and he was down the double match point, and it was kind of, he got down this stance and he kind of smiled, which was really weird. You know, you're like, this guy's about to lose, and he has this smile.
That was the U.S. Open.
U.S. Open,
yeah.
And then he just cracked the biggest forehand winner you'd ever see in your life, and then that turned the whole match around.
Yes.
And I think besides that winner, it was kind of like the smile, and then all of a sudden that winner came, like, I knew that was coming kind of thing.
That's an excellent example. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Hey, was that a good lesson from Nuke or what? He is just an awesome coach. And if you can take what Nuke just taught us and learn to implement it in your game, it will really create some real fundamental change in your game. You can transform your game by changing your mindset. The mental side is so important. Often people just don't pay enough attention to it and work on it enough. So that's what we're going to ask you today. The Legends want you to commit. So by commenting below and saying yes, what you're committing to is that you're going to start putting Nuke's automatic alarm bells into your game. Meaning that when you're out there and you feel yourself going a little negative, which we all can do. We don't want to be in denial that it's just never going to happen, because it is. But when you feel that happening, what you want to do is set the automatic alarm bells, kick out the negative thought, replace it with a positive thought to where you did come out on top. You did persevere and win. Another thing we would love you to do is share a success story. If you've been out there and you felt like, oh, I'm about to lose it here, but then you were able to calm yourself down, turn the match around, we'd love to hear that as well. We really enjoy looking at your comments. We'll respond to as many as possible. So comment below. Remember, when you do, if you comment below, you're entered into a raffle for Midwest Sports $100 gift certificate. So if you didn't get a chance to comment on the first video, now is your chance. All right, guys, so that does it for video number 2, but we're still just getting started here. We've got great video. Number 3 may be my favorite video. So you want to be checking your inbox, because in a couple of days, we're going to send out a video that has all 4 legends. So we're going to have 4 legends. That's 90 Grand Slam titles that's going to be on screen that day. That is just amazing. And we're going to keep going with our theme of helping you play better in matches, specifically under pressure situations. Rod Laver, one of the greatest pressure players of all time, very Federer-like, to where he'd hit just not good shots, but brilliant shots under pressure. He's going to take us through how he's able to do that. Nukem is going to tell us how we can save our best tennis for last, meaning that when it gets tight and towards the end of matches, we have some tricks up our sleeve. Then what we're going to have is Roy Emerson's going to help us with a little bit of doubles, how to really, you and your partner can set up and make sure you're working together well and playing effective tennis. And then finally, Fred Stolle is going to teach us what we can do to go out there. 3 tips we can do every time we go out on the court as rec players to make sure we have a good day out there. So this is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching signing off. Look in your inbox over the next couple of days, and we will see you back with video number 3.